Having a very good day out there. I know a lot of you got 200% on Amazon. Guys, we got a lot to talk about today. Sorry for the lack of a stream yesterday. I was on the golf course having fun. So I also have to do a lot of laundry. That's why I'm not in my normal attire today as well. But ladies and gentlemen, I know a lot of the movements in the market today might be surprising a lot of you. If you guys do follow me on Twitter, you guys kind of saw my initial thoughts on everything that's happening with PPI. And if you're really thinking critically and you really take into heart all of the things that we've been talking about on these streams, in the videos, on this channel, on Twitter, everywhere, over the last 8 months here, the PPI data today makes a lot of sense. So we're gonna go through all of this information. Obviously, we're gonna be highlighting some of the absolutely epic trades that I've handed out to you guys in the LTMP group. First one's first here, MSOS. I mean, absolutely epic moves, guys. I saw Kimberly was up 750%. We have Amazon over here absolutely cruising today. I'm up a decent amount on it. I mean, it was like, what, 4,700 bucks? Nothing crazy. I mean, I was on the golf course yesterday when I took that trade, so I was like not trying to go too ridiculous with it. But again, I don't know how many more times that you guys need to see me call out the most disgusting trades that the market has to offer. I'm just going to keep doing it. I don't know how you guys are living with yourselves sitting on the sidelines here watching these moves fire off all the time. Again, use code August, get 50% off your first month there, lock in the lower rate before prices go up at the end of the month. But more on that later. I really want to talk a little bit about this PPI data and the situation that we are seeing with the market right now, because a lot of people out there are going to be interpreting this the wrong way. And you guys on this channel here, those of you guys that are lucky enough to attend these streams, I want you guys to understand everything that's going on. So, first things first though, it is that time of day again, ladies and gentlemen. Say good morning to somebody in the live chat. If you guys would like to say good morning to me, would love to receive some good mornings over here. If you guys are new to the group, new to the stream, let me know. I'd love to welcome you guys in here. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. It costs you absolutely nothing to do it, but it helps me out a whole lot. Spreading this information out to as many people who actually want to learn. Again, I mean, I'm just going to keep doing my thing over here, being correct, helping you guys make money, showing you guys the proper way to operate in the market. And we've done a very, very, very good job of that over the last couple of years here. So, again, no slackers on the like button. We have a 200 like goal. Let's see if we can hit it. But I want to start going through a little bit of this PPI data after we do a little bit of a roll call here. So, let's see. We have Eddie, Daily Taylor, Dr. Bob, Matt, Joshua, Jem. We've got Rogue, Kimberly, Gene, GC, Jesse, T-Sir. We got Kimberly, Boomtown, Angel, Dan, Kay. We got Arthur. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So, let's go through this PPI data a little bit. Everybody is looking at the PPI data right now and saying, oh my God, this is so bad. We are seeing crazy high levels of inflation. This is really, really, really terrible. Okay, let's think about this in the context of everything that we are seeing in the market. So if you look at the PPI data, which is for the producer price index, and just look at it in a vacuum here, U.S. July producer prices rise 3.3% year over year, with the estimate being at 2.5. That is very hot and very bad. U.S. July producer prices rise 0.9% month over month, with the estimate being at 0.2. Again, very bad. July core PPI prices rise 0.9% month over month. So again, that's excluding food and energy, with the estimate of 0.2%. Very bad. Core, again, year over year, up 3.7%, with the estimate at 2.9. So when you look at that data there, everybody should look at that and say, ooh, very hot PPI, that's not good. But what did we already see this week? Again, we have to think about the overall context. What did we already see this week with inflation data? Well, we saw CPI come in lower than expectations. So we have the prices that producers are dealing with are a lot higher than expected, but the consumer prices aren't necessarily going up by a lot. They are increasing, obviously. We have a positive inflation rate, but they're not going up by any amount that is actually any cause for concern, and it was actually lower than what the market was expecting. So, think about the demand argument that we've been talking about. These corporations know that they are not going to be able to charge higher prices to their consumers because the demand is not there. They're going to sell less goods, revenues are going to go down, which is slowing down of growth. But what they're doing now is the margin part of it. If you are then going to have higher prices, again, for the goods that you're purchasing, and you're going to sell them at similar prices, your margins are going to shrink, which leads to economic slowdown and earnings potentially going down. What does that do? Well, it leads to the potential for unemployment to start to increase here too. So what are we actually seeing as a whole today? We are seeing so the costs are not really getting passed on to the consumer the way that everybody has been talking about. We're seeing growth maybe starting to slow down. We've already seen the jobs revisions, which is increasing the unemployment rate, and we saw private payrolls being a lot lower anyway. So what we saw today, guys, is actually, over the medium term, strengthening the argument for rate cuts. It's very counterintuitive, but the data that we are seeing today is actually strengthening the argument for rate cuts, which I don't think a lot of people are understanding right now. But the one thing that I did say to the group on the private live stream this morning was that I'm okay with the market nuking like that off of hot PPI because it was very hot. Like, that's okay. You can have the market react the way that it did, but I'm very interested to see what the follow-up reaction is. Because what have we seen? We've seen a couple of Fed speakers come out and be pretty dovish and say, okay, we're going to be starting to be in support of some of these rate cuts here. But what are they actually going to say today? Well, Fed's Muslim over here was saying that inflation is running towards 3%, and they're not really okay with that. But in general, the market is starting to lean more towards pricing in more rate cuts and thinking that it's time versus that stagflation argument that the Fed and a lot of these other talking heads were trying to shove down everybody's throats throughout the beginning of this year, when I was sitting here and saying that's a bunch of nonsense. We're probably not going to see all of those effects. So I hope that's making sense to everybody. That is critical. It is very, very, very critical. And I know I see it. MMSOS over here, ladies and gentlemen, up 2.6% over here. Next target is $5.50. Guys, this is one that I gave you guys completely for free on the live streams. All of you should have been able to nail this one and be able to now hop into LTMP. Again, this is what I do for everybody. I'm handing out the filthiest trades in the market every single day. Every single, week, I would say. That's what we're looking for every week. 200% on Amazon, stock banger, great work. Great work. Yeah, mine were up 200% at one point. That was kind of where I was scaling out of some of them. Or they were like 130, 140. Now I'm just holding to the next target here of 231.43. If it starts to fade a little bit more today, like, I might cut them, but overall, this was an absolutely awesome trade. Very, very, very awesome trade on Amazon. I know a lot of you guys nailed this one. We've had Amazon this week, MSOS. I know a lot of you guys hit AEO, which I do want to talk about here as well. AEO was one that I outlined for you guys on Twitter, in the live streams, everywhere. And the key initial break here was 1283. But what was the key thing that I said to you guys in that tweet? The sequel is never better than the original, so you have to be careful with it. And that's exactly what we saw today. Remember, that last AEO position that I gave you guys down on this day, Friday, August, I think this was Friday, and then it gapped up significantly here, was epic. We saw the Wall Street bets pump. We saw the Sydney Sweeney news, and we were seeing another good setup in here, but you have that 200 EMA right over your head. A lot of you guys, and shout out to you guys that did end up trading the options on this one, were able to make your position free, selling over 100% gains. That is awesome. Those of you guys that were on shares, again, we talked about this morning, that your stop after this break of the 200 should be at break even, which is right around that 1284 area. So nothing gained, nothing lost. You guys can take that to the bank there. But MSOS, guys, another absolutely epic call. I made videos about this on Instagram, on TikTok, on Twitter. We talked about it here. If you guys are not making money watching these streams here, you really got to reconsider what you're doing. And again, that's what the LTMP group is for. So I can throw the link in here in the live chat for everybody. Use code August. It's literally $1 a day for your guys' first month. But remember, at the end of the month, I got like a tickle in my throat. Prices are going to be going up. So if you want to lock in the lower rate, make sure you guys hop in before then. You guys have had more than enough time, more than enough epic free trades called out to be able to hop in there. So it really comes down to if you want to make money or not. So market's pushing here. Amazon's doing okay, hanging out at 229. I'm just going to let this one go for a little bit. We'll see what happens. Really, really solid breakout there. Let's take a look at some of these names that you guys are pretty excited about here too. You can take a look at NEO here. NEO coming down to the 200 EMA here. Again, that is to be expected. It's going to be interesting to see how this reacts to the 200 EMA on the daily time frame here. Right now, it's showing like it wants to respect it, which is awesome. But we'll see what happens. I mean, again, NEO, again, is going to be one that's going to be very results driven. Are they able to deliver on the promises that they've made to the shareholders over the last few years? They're taking steps in the right direction. Now let's see if they're able to execute here. Palantir, it's actually looking really good at these highs. Couple more days of consolidation here. I mean, this one is just a juggernaut. It doesn't want to stop, which is fine. Still, same thing I've said is for the last couple of weeks here. It's not one that you buy. It's definitely not one that you short. especially one that I gave this to you guys in the 15 range. So congratulations, guys. That's 1,000% on shares that I gave out. I sold it at 71 because I don't know. I just didn't want it anymore. Could have held it, but all right. Let's talk about what else we got. Sofi. How's Sofi looking? It's down a little bit today, but I mean, I really like Sofi here. So I know we were talking about Sofi's broken chart back in here. This is now getting past that broken chart area, where if we start to consolidate on Sofi in here, we actually could have a really, really solid bullish setup forming on Sofi in the short term. So make sure you're paying attention to that. When you guys do jump into LTMP, I mean, we're going to outline that one, obviously, if it ends up setting up. So that'll be a fun one there. Where's HIMS? Because this thing was getting a little blasted. Yeah, this is not the time to be buying HIMS. I've given you guys 2 times, really, in the last couple months here that HIMS made sense to buy. One of them was between 30... Netflix. What's it up? I don't know. I don't know if I'd go crazy with this one, but I like it. Hold on, sorry. It's just vertical, man. I don't know. That's tough. That's tough. Look at the 5-minute. This thing's just going vertical today. I don't know. That's a tough one for me. I mean, I could go small and sling. I mean, I'm okay with like a small and sling, you know? The spreads are kind of wide. I want to get a little more time on this, I think, if I'm going to do it. Oh, yeah, T-Mobile was another epic one. I forgot about that. Yeah, I like this a lot better, actually. All right. Yeah, T-Mobile was another awesome trade, guys. Congratulations to those of you guys in this one. The breakout level that I gave you guys was down in here. Seriously, I don't know how many more times you guys want to see me do this. Like, there was a level right here. It was like 241.89. Rip City right through all the TPs. Oh, it hit the set. What the? Yesterday that hit? Oh, my God. What else? Oh, eBay was another one. There you go. Here's another epic one from this breakout right here. Rips of the guys. I just like, it's not that hard. This whole thing. Once you see it, you literally can't unsee it. I don't know why more people don't operate in the market the way we do. It's mind-boggling to me that they don't. So again, welcome to all of you guys that are hopping in. We are going to get you guys going in the right direction so that you guys can start hitting these massive multi-100 and multi-1,000% trades. I know earlier this morning, Kimberly was up over 740% on her MSOS contracts there. Congratulations to you, Kimberly. That is absolutely awesome. You're probably up closer to 800% now, which is unbelievable. That's 8 or 9 times your money there, guys. Galaxy GLXY. That looks good. That looks really good. Tampa Bay Buckeye. There you go. HP. Oh, yeah, that's a Dave ticker. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. That looks good. Also, we're seeing a lot of slackers on the like button today. That's interesting. After I've given you guys for free multi-hundreds of percent gains in the last couple weeks and multi-thousands of percent. But, hey, I guess I'm doing charity over here. Let's see. Yeah, there you go, Kimberly. Yeah, I mean, guys, we're just going to keep doing, calling out the best trades in the market. It's just simple as that. I got a little Netflix, nothing crazy. I got a little time on it. I love this chart. I love how it looks. It's not the best setup in the world, but I am interested in seeing how those buyers stepped up here today. So we're going to see what that one wants to do. It's nothing crazy, but if it hits, it would be very fun. Yeah, and Amazon. Congratulations. Yeah, that was epic. I mean, you guys should all be really crushing, especially with MSOS. That's a really good one. So we'll see what happens with the market here. Oh, it is. So you did flirt with this PPI high. I think this is going to really confuse a lot of people. But if you go back and listen to what I was talking with you guys about in the beginning of the stream and read that tweet I put out, it makes this move make a lot more sense with PPI here, because people are just missing the big picture of what the market's actually worried about. It's not really worried about the cost to the corporations. The market is worried about the cost getting passed down to the consumer, and that's not what we're seeing. If we see growth slowing down a little bit here, the Fed can start cutting rates here, and like if unemployment goes up and and growth starts to slow down, and PPI remains elevated, but CPI doesn't necessarily move aggressively to the upside, the Fed can start cutting rates, and it's fine. They can add some stimulus to the system there. So I stepped away from the desk, so I don't know exactly how high MSOS popped, but she's holding steady at 760%. Great trade, SCB. Thank you. Less trades, more profits. There you go, guys. There you go. It's every single day I feel like we come on here and there's just something dirty that we've identified in the market, and people are changing their performance in the market for the better. That's awesome. NVO, how's Novo doing? Is it moving up today? Yeah, Novo's good. So, I didn't tell you guys this. I didn't tell you guys on the stream, but I tweeted it. I now have my 1,000 shares of Novo. So I'm good for now. I might add some more. I might try to get up to like 1,500 at some of these lower levels here, but I like how Novo looks here. Again, I obviously am not a fan of this just rejecting off of the 10 EMA, but I do think if you break this like 51.43 area here, I think you could get a pretty nice move to the upside, maybe back into like the mid 50s. I would be a little, I'm talking technically on the chart, I would be a little bit worried at 57 to 61. But other than that, I mean, I think we're going to be looking pretty good on this thing. Amazon's still looking good. Netflix is looking good, trying to push through the highs here. Market is now green, guys. The market has now gone green. So is Novo basing? Kinda. So great work. We're like 11 likes away from being a quarter of the way there on the 100 like goal. Interesting that you guys are sitting on the sidelines, man. Sitting on the sidelines. Let's see what else we got in community gains. Oh, Kev, there you go. Stock banger, 200% on Amazon. Amazing work there, my man. Amazing work. Amazon pushing a little bit. Netflix lagging a little, but it's still up very nicely. So I want to see what happens with this. This could just be a nice slow grind over the next few weeks. I mean, first target on this one, like we were talking about earlier today, will be 1270. What's the high on this? Like 1277. 1277.50. That's what we're going to look for on that. So it's interesting. Mag 7 didn't really go crazy. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. This is the other thing that I'm going to start doing with the group too, and this is what we were talking about. Like, I know you guys like sometimes want like a quick answer, but that's not really what it's about. When you guys are asking about levels and stuff like that, what I want you all to start doing is saying, hi SCV, I think this level is either the take profit or the breakout level. Is this correct? Because again, the main reason why everybody's able to have so much success in the group, and the people that are able to have like outsized success in the group, are the ones that really focus on like learning the process and understanding the system as a whole. So it's not about just me saying stuff, you know? Would BBAI be setting up? No. I can look at it, but I highly doubt that after their earnings. I see what you're saying there, but no, that's not typically something that we want. Amazon looks good. I want to see Netflix get a little jumpy. So. What? Market's pushing here. That's good. Amazon moving. So next target on Amazon, guys, is 231.43. This position is already free, and what I mean by that is the entire position that I have right now in Amazon can go to zero, and I would still have made money on the trade. Will I let that happen? No, obviously not. So really, really solid move there on Amazon. So congratulations to all of you guys that have been hopping in over the last few weeks here that I've been telling you I'm just going to keep calling out the dirtiest trades in the market, and have been able to capitalize on those. I'm really, really, really happy for all of you guys. Testing all-time high on NVIDIA and SPY. Wait, NVIDIA got all the way up there? Whoa, yeah, that's interesting. So Netflix not really looking like it wants to play ball here, but this is a crazy one, and also it's already up 2.5%, so I'm going to leave it. I like it. Amazon approaching 230 again. There we go. That's awesome. That is very good. Let's see. There goes Netflix a little. Making some money today, ladies and gentlemen. I was on the golf course yesterday. I don't know. Made like close to $5 grand on what do you call it, on Amazon here. It could get even better. We'll see. Micron. I like it. I like how that looks. If that tightens up a little bit here, it'll be interesting. The only problem that I have with the semis right now is that you're getting very close to NVIDIA's earnings. So they're all going to move based on NVIDIA. So that's kind of the bet that you're taking is NVIDIA. So, and are we going to trade NVIDIA? No. Even if it's set, NVIDIA, guys, always sets up going into earnings. So I know a lot of you guys are going to start asking me about this like over and over and over again. They're like, NVIDIA. It's like, no NVIDIA. Going into earnings, we do not want that. So Netflix lagging a little bit here, but that's okay. It's already up a lot. If you're not in it yet, I wouldn't buy it now. I would wait for the re-break. See if it can go for it. Netflix is at 1,200. That's crazy. MSOS looking good. Amazon looking great here. So again, like this is the other thing I saw too. Alex was in a very interesting spot there over the last 2 weeks because again, some of the setups were really good, like Walmart 1,100%, MSOS. There were a couple other really good ones in there too. But sometimes you're just not going to be in all of them, and then you're just going to have to deal with the paper cuts. And he was asking me, he was like, "Hey, is there anything else that I can do better? Because it feels like I'm just taking a bunch of these paper cuts here." And I'm like, no. That's the point. That's exactly what. That's exactly how the system is built. And then, but you have to understand like what happens over time with the way that we operate in the market. So Alex yesterday, which was really awesome to see, he comes into the community gain section. He was like, "Oh my God, I just nailed like 300 or 400% on AMD." And then today, I think I saw one from Alex too with another really, really big gain as well. So that is the point. A lot of people talk about consistency in the market from a very, very uneducated perspective. They think that you're out there trying to make 1% a day or something like that. No. Not at all. Consistency in the market comes from a consistent approach. I don't care if the consistency is per day, per week, per month. I really care about whether it's per year. That's what I'm looking at. Delta, let's take a look. Delta, so we did have a really, really nice move on airlines this week. So this was Monday or Tuesday, I believe. So yeah, this was a really nice move. I mean, I think we talked a little bit about the airlines, but with these gaps over the levels, I wasn't really that interested. Now though, if we can get like towards the end of next week, if Delta can continue consolidating here, I mean, yeah, I'd be pretty interested in this chart. Very, very, very solid looking chart. Yeah, Alex, there you go. Yes, sir, SCV with the win. Just got to sit and learn. The profits will come. Exactly. And there are going to be periods of time where like everybody else is like nailing MSOS or making 1,000% on Walmart, and you're just not in it. But that's okay because you guys saw like even today on Amazon, those are 200%. Or if you hit, I don't know, Netflix could end up getting really, really aggressive for us here and run up to these targets very quickly. Like it's every single trade that I outlined for you guys has the ability to run multi-hundred and multi-thousands of percent. And if you just watch and listen and learn, you're going to be able to hit a lot of them. So sometimes everything aligns and they all go and all of them are big, big, big winners. And sometimes you get chopped around a little bit. All right, this is interesting. Thursday morning when Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent was asked about his comments Wednesday saying the Fed was behind that rate should be lower by 1.5 to 1.75%, Bessent said he was not telling the Fed what to do. With Marita Bartiromo, let's see. This is a little long here. So we just had Jason Trenner on a moment ago, and I know he's a friend of yours, and he came close to working with you at the Treasury. But even he being a supporter of yours raised a red flag about the same. Yeah, I don't really think this is really much. So this is a comment from Bessent. Will crawl, walk, run. Perhaps they'll start with a 25 and then accelerate. I can tell you that based on the 50 basis point cut in September of 2024, right before the election, that the conditions now, they are slightly more favorable for a cut. But again, I believe that there is room, if one believes in the neutral rate and where it is, that there is room for a series of rate cuts. And again, I'm not calling for one. I didn't call for one. I just said that a model of neutral rate is approximately 150 basis points lower. So that's what Bessent said. DraftKings running? DraftKings is a downside setup, Francisco. And even then, this is not... Francisco, I know you asked about this earlier. This is not a setup, and I'm going to tell you right now, if you start buying stocks that look like this, you're going to lose all of your money. Just saying. Because I know you brought it up earlier, and you were like, oh, what's up with DraftKings? And I'm like, no, that's a downside setup. If it breaks to the downside of this area here, I mean, this is news, too. Like, DraftKings is probably moving on news right now. Oh, maybe not. It's just moving up. But that is not a setup. And again, this is something that I want all of you guys to get through your heads. You are going to see things happen in the market sometimes that are just chance. I'm worried about what happens over a period of 100 instances versus a period of 1, remember. So like if you were to have bought this here, you are then going to look at a lot of other charts that look like this and buy them. And that is going to lead you to failure because it's going to give you a false sense of your ability to generate money in the market because you don't necessarily like have a repeatable, well, I know you do because you're in the group, but that's not the setup, right? That's not it. That's the opposite of it. It's the same thing like Francisco, like if I identify something like a setup that looks really good and then it just goes the other way, you know? So that's not the best wick here. I mean, this is a pretty obvious level that the market probably wants to reject off of. I mean, you kind of have this 6502 area that you could screw around with. But I hope that makes sense, Francisco, because that is very, very, very dangerous to be doing. What would cause the homeowners market to be more of a buyer's market? A real estate price crash? I mean, it's not. I mean, if you saw, I don't know. I'm of the opinion that the real estate market is not going to actually change in the way that people think it is. I think you might see certain pockets of the country when rates actually start going down, which they may not. There's a lot of different variables in this mole because if the Fed starts cutting rates here and then people think that that's going to lead to higher levels of inflation, the 10-year treasury is going to go up and so will mortgage rates. So in order, I mean, the stablecoin stuff could get interesting if they try to get rates down that way, but like in general, you need to, the question is how do they get the 10-year to like 3.8, 3.5, low threes? And rate cuts isn't that, because it's like we saw last year, one of the things that was so perfect in my bond call was that it was the day before the Fed started cutting rates. I was like, nope, this is the top. In order for bonds to continue higher, the market has to price in even more rate cuts than it was prior. And it's just not, it was not realistic to do that based on the data. Right now, like I haven't made a big bond call this year yet. I don't think. Oh no, yes I did. That's not true. Yes I did. I think this was this year. Hold on. Oh wait, no it wasn't. Oh yeah it was. Okay, so it was that right in the beginning of this year. This was the day that I was calling the bottom in bonds. This day. Friday, January 10th. It's on my Twitter somewhere. It's weird. Okay, so I'm trying to like quote tweet stuff from a while ago to show you guys like the stuff from the past, but like I can't search on Twitter anymore for like old tweets. It's weird. But guys, I am seeing a lot of slackers on the like button today. Interesting. So we have a 200 like goal in the streams. It'd be awesome to hit it. Learning, reading the charts. Francisco, awesome. Yeah, I just want you to make sure you understand that like anything can happen in the market. What we're looking for is a setup that is going to lead to certain outcomes over time with a decent degree of probability. That's it. The outcome is not really relevant. It's the approach that's important, you know? Again, that's why everybody in LTMP is able to crush it so much. Like I'm trying to get this through you guys' heads. Hopefully you guys are able to hop in before the price increases at the end of the month. I mean, it's going up a lot. Just letting you guys know. You guys have had more, the main reason for that is I only want the people that are serious. I really do. You guys have had more than enough time to get in at these lower rates with all these discounts, seeing all these epic trades. You want to lock in the lower rate, go for it. But if not, and you come in later, you're going to be paying a higher monthly fee. So that's happening at the end of this month here. So not a great candle here on the market. So careful. Amazon still looks good. How much? I'm not telling. Well, everybody that's in is not getting the price raised on them. That's not happening. It's everybody that joins after. And I'm not going to tell you what it is. Maybe the last week I'll tell you what I'm raising it to. Maybe. But it's going to go back to my favorite phrase, pay attention or pay a premium, because like the type of, here's the thing. This is the way that people's actions dictate kind of a lot of different things. Like if I say things like that and then you join, it means that you're paying attention, right? It means that you have the ability to think and pay attention and to understand a certain situation or landscape. If you don't, I mean, I probably don't want you in the group anyway. Like I just like, you know, it's like I don't care. I want the best people in the group that are willing to learn and everything like that. It's just you either want it or you don't. It makes no difference to me. Romeo says, just get in, you won't regret it. Yeah, everybody in the group knows that. Netflix kind of stuttering here a little bit. We'll see what happens there. Amazon's still looking really good. Still having a great day. Great day. I was just curious. I think you're way underpriced. I think so too. That's why prices are going up. That's one of the reasons too. I know it's underpriced. Not a great candle here on the market. Not a great candle for if you want continued upside. Netflix coming back a little. Amazon back to 230. That's good. Let's see. Yep, there it goes. Do we have a volatility zone? I mean, technically this is a volatility zone, but it's a funky one. Yeah, so I'm currently sitting up 168% on the Amazon freebies. Now 166. So we'll see. Yeah, I'll throw the link in the live chat for you guys here. It's pinned to the top. But also, use code August. You will also get 50% off your first month. It's $1 a day. Like, that's... I'm too nice to you guys. I really am. I really should not do that. But whatever. I want you guys to be able to make money and learn how to do this. Because once you have these skills, it's like nobody can take them away from you. The market research reports. Oh, the macro reports? Yeah. I think I'm going to work on that one for you guys. There is going to be a new macro research report coming. I did tell you guys that. I think now, especially after today, I'm going to like re-update the thesis. I actually think I've done the thesis before in a research report. Maybe not. Let me look. When was the last? The last one was a while ago. Oh, wait, no. That was the weekly report. I'm looking for the last big one. 2025? Yeah, because there hasn't been a reason for me to do one in a while. You know? Also, I used to tell you guys this too, and now, I'll tell you guys this again. I'm not going to be doing, like, I'm trying to make sure that you guys are, like, going to take advantage of, like, me being here every day while I'm still doing this. Because it is not going to be, it's going to be shorter than you guys think it is. I'll tell you that. I think. I've been telling you guys this for, like, 1.5 years now. There goes Netflix. That's good. Now it's getting very close. So one of the only market channels I trust. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I mean, I love like just giving it to you guys straight. I'm not here to BS. What's that? Netflix new highs. There we go. So those should snap into the green here, I would hope. Yep. Green on Netflix now. There we go. I mean, already really good gains on Amazon. I mean, I'd have to look at what they are. It's probably between, I don't know, like $4,500, $5,000, something like that today on Amazon. It's good. It's not bad. I'll take it. I wasn't going crazy with it because I was on the golf course yesterday, and you guys know how I feel about like entering and exiting positions when I'm not at the desk. So, Netflix, nice little move there. This could get very fun. I like this one. Thoughts on Chinese stocks getting delisted? Do you think that will happen or no way? I think no way. That's been a thing that's circulated for years and it's never happened. It's like you guys know, like we make the jokes about the market and like think everybody freaking out about something like nothing ever happens. That's one of them. That has been, since like 2020 they really started talking about that, delisting China stocks. I don't think they are. I also don't have any China exposure anymore. I did. Remember yin? That was fun. All the 1,000%ers that we hit on the Chinese names, like PDD was insane. That was a 900. That was like the best part about that PDD trade is that the 1,000% came on the entire position, not like runners, because it gapped. That was, oh my God, that was such a good day. You guys remember that last year when we started hitting the long China thesis and then all of a sudden they all started to set up and I was like, guys, that might have been the first really epic basin break. Also, MSOS here, guys. NEO, that's true. I do have, sorry, I forgot about NEO. I do have China exposure in NEO. 4,000 shares at 455. Not a big position. But yeah, you are within striking distance right now, everybody, from that 550 area for the next take profit on MSOS. Remember, I gave this one to you guys at 324. I think was the level. 324. You guys can go back and look at the Instagram and TikTok videos of like when I actually like what level it was I talked about. I think it's 324. So stock is now trading $2 higher. You bought 10,000 shares of that thing. You're up what? 20 grand? You're welcome. Somebody made $8,500 on the MSOS trade, and to think I only charge $1 a day for your first month, and it's $59 for the crazy. It's crazy, guys. What do we got? Dude, Miguel MSOS 355%. That's awesome. Alex, great work. 285% on Wolf. I actually want to take a look at that here really quickly and see what you were seeing, because I might yell at you, but I might not. Oh, dude. You nailed that. Well, did you hit this? This breakout? I mean, it's not the best chart. I wouldn't have touched that one like that, but that came out wrong. Sorry. But, I mean, that's great. That's a really, really good move there. Your average is 325. Nice, Daily Taylor. On MSOS, great work. Kimberly says, for anyone on the fence about LTMP, everything you see here is real. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's real. You will never look at a chart the same. That's true. You can yell at me. It was an early entry. Yeah, I mean, you got to be careful with stuff like that. Every now and then we'll run something. You figured I would say that and got lucky. I mean, it's a good chart. Like that one, I wouldn't say you fully got lucky on. You got a real good gap, though. I'll say that. Like, you got a real good gap there. That also came out wrong. Netflix looking really strong here. I mean, if we can break above that 1250 area, I mean, that would be very aggressive for it to do it today. But you never know. If this market kind of, that was interesting. If this market shakes this off a little bit here and starts to get going, again, I still have the freebies on Amazon that are running. If Netflix gets up, first TP on this is really going to be it's like 1277.50. That's what I'm looking for on this. Nice move. We'll see if we can get there. Add it to the cash balance. Keep making money, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're doing here. So again, I'm trying to warn you guys. I'm just going to keep handing out the best trades in the market to everybody every single day, every single week, every single month. And the best thing, this is the other part too that I think is interesting. It's not only about like all of you guys. It's not hard to hit the 1,000% trades. You could always put your Cash App up for donations. Guys, I don't need your money. YouTube demonetized me. We don't have super chats anymore. It's okay. I don't care. You guys see how great we are in the market. I would rather you guys, if you guys want to help, join the group, but you're gonna get more value out of that than I am. You know. So, it really doesn't make a difference in my life. YouTube money, it doesn't. I would probably spend it on a dinner. Like, it's not a big deal. I want you guys making money. And that's what we do here. Like, guys, I'm the only person that you know on YouTube that is literally demonetized for talking about how many 1,000% trades they hand out. That's literally what they cited. They said every single one that they flagged was me putting 1,000% gains in the title. Every one. And they go, no more. And I'm like, I don't know what else you want me to do. Like, you think I'm going to call these out all the time and not talk about them? Yeah, fair. I mean, I get it. It's money. There's Netflix. I mean, I don't know, man. Even right now, I mean, thinking about, like, it's weird being in this position sometimes because you just have, like, especially during the day, you can kind of separate it though. Like I'll see big swings. Like I'll tell you guys this year when we had that would be a good tweet. What would be a good tweet? Like when we had the big tariff stuff, like I had like some big 6-figure swings in those accounts. Like big ones. But also to me it's like it doesn't really matter cuz like one, I'm not using a lot of that money. You know? And then two, it's like, well, I already know what the thesis is anyway. Like, that's going to be an opportunity to, like, maybe enter into some things. Like, that's when a lot of you guys got hood before it tripled. Like, that was a good one. The YouTube sighting? No, I did. I tweeted them. I tweeted at them. I was like, It literally said unrealistic something. It said like, oh, it flagged all of the streams where I talked about 1000% gains. Everyone. And I was like, well, not all of them, but some of them. And I was like, really, guys? You're gonna come after me for doing this? Me. Really? When I show them in almost every single YouTube video? All right, I guess that's how we're playing this game. Yeah, again, that candle I'm not the biggest fan of, and that's why you're seeing the market dip here. I don't know how big it's going to be. I mean, let's see. You've got an interesting period of consolidation here that the market might bounce off of. Netflix fading a little. You got Amazon still looking all right, but nothing crazy. You guys want to see Google round 2? All right, I'll take a look at this for you. Yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of like that. And again, guys, if you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure you guys drop some likes on it. We have a 200 like goal on these streams here. So, I mean, we're a lot of slackers on the stream today, but it does make it easier for you guys to find the streams if you guys want to come back. And what do you call it? Or just turn notifications on, that too. Plus, you spend a lot of time on live and during the day. Yeah, I mean, all that BS that YouTube allows, and they flagged the Lizard King. Yeah, I know, man. I don't know why they came after me big time. They canceled me. You guys like Adobe? All right, that's a shift of trend. Okay, we can look at that now. Remember how we were looking at Adobe in here, and the thing that I was telling you guys about? I was like, I don't like that this hadn't shifted the trend yet, even though the setup was good, and then you saw it nuke down. Who was Francisco? This is a good example of me looking at like a really good chart setup, and then it just invalidates, and we don't take an entry. You know? Like if you looked at this and said short and you made money on it, but then you're gonna look at all the other setups that look like this, like you're gonna miss out on every single epic trade that I call out ever, right? So, but yeah, they give this a few days. What's today? Thursday? Yeah, next week we're gonna be watching Adobe very, very, very closely. And then again, when you guys do hop into the group, I'll send you guys the start here message. All you have to do on WAP is just link your Discord account to WAP, and then you're good to go. Start by watching the course curriculum videos. That is critical. It is literally critical to you guys having success. And then ask me questions. If you're confused on anything in them, that's what I'm here for. Yeah, A-Rock, I love that chart on Adobe. That's got some potential there, man. That's got some big potential. I want to see the market pull up here and see what happens. Like, I mean, Netflix strung like bull here. Amazon looks okay, but again, with the market stuttering like that, it's going to flicker around. I do want to see this 231.43 hit. That'd be nice to get a second TP on Amazon there. That'd be real nice. Well, I did scale out twice because it was a nice gap. So it hit really, really, really close to that first area that I wanted, which was, where was it? It was this. Was it 230? No. It was like 229.30, I thought. Where was it? Oh, it was this right here. Yeah, it was 229.30. It was this low. Would you consider CBS a good setup for more upside? I will take a look. No. Well, see, here's the thing, Jose. You don't want to be buying gap ups like this. Yeah, you really don't. We talk about this a lot. You don't buy gap ups, you sell them. Because, all right, so let's think about it like this, the way that we talk about things. And like, so your stop loss will typically always go at day low. Now, if you buy a gap up near market open, one, there's going to be a lot more volatility during that time, and there's really tight ranges. So like maybe you'll be able to get a really good entry if it continues, but a lot of the time, there's not really a good area to be putting your risk. And a lot of the time those fail because people are going to be taking profits at open on a nice gap up. So I don't like buying gap ups. The chart looks really good, but I'd be careful with this one. Right here was the last time that I gave you guys CVS. We talked about this one a lot on the streams there. 63.84 was that really good breakout area. I think that was another 200%er for you guys at least. I wasn't in that one because I didn't like this earnings candle, but again, I'm not going to be in everything, and the point of this is not to just be following me around in the market. It's so that you guys can be able to identify these setups and then make the decision for yourself whether it looks good or not for you. That's why everybody's able to, like, you see so many positive, like, feedback in the group, and there's never ever any, like, oh, no, this, that, the other with, like, what I do in the market for everybody. Because it's so focused on the learning and then showing you guys how to find the needles in the haystack and then how to use them. That's what it is. The other thing too is like all these people out there, this is the other thing I don't understand. I get it. Like people let their morals get compromised by money a lot. Every single person that you see out there is if they're giving you alerts saying buy this, sell this, they are blatantly committing securities violations, blatantly. They're doing it. You know why they're doing it? They're doing it because that's what their community is telling them to do. You guys can't convince me to commit violations. Like what we're doing is I'm saying, okay, here is a really, really awesome approach to the market, and then here are the setups that qualify based on that approach. And also, it's better for you guys to understand everything too. Like it's not, if you're just following people around, you're gonna be late, you're gonna miss stuff, you're not gonna understand things, and you're gonna get yourself in a really, really bad position. That's why you see like all of these like groups out there that are just like not good, because they're not good. They don't understand how to teach people, you know? I know what each and every single one of you guys needs in order to have success. Every single one of you. It's not hard. When you start to see a turning chart like Adobe, can you front run it with risk management? No, the only thing that you could front run, this is how you front run. I saw a chart recently. Was it Baba? No. I forget. I saw it this morning. I'm trying to think of what it was. I'll show you a good front run. I'll show you where there's a good one. This was the front run right here. So this is, I think, a good front run on AMD. You see up, flat, converges into the EMA, respect, you can buy it, and then it gaps up. Oh, no, this one was the front run. Sorry. That was actually us buying them. So we had a lot of good trades on AMD here, but this was the actual front run that we did. Like that really tight convergence into the 10. Is this something that I do all the time? No, I very, very, very rarely will front run anything, but like this was insane. The hardest thing has been not jumping into a trade, forcing it, and ending up in a tough spot after making a nice profit on another one. Yeah, like I'm only looking, guys, for like A+ high quality setups. Like I'm not looking to just trade all the time. I'd rather not trade. I'd rather not be in positions, you know? Like, yeah, it's fun making 500 and 1,000% on like a good sized position, but like that's not, I would rather not have risk on the table. Like we're doing one of the riskiest things that you can do in the market from a very risk averse perspective. That's why you guys can see the returns being so well for all of the group members, because when you hit them, they're huge. So Amazon looks okay, or Amazon looks good. Netflix looks okay. I mean, I think this could be an interesting one here if the market turns around a little bit, which is nice. I mean, I think it could be over here. You're kind of starting to flag on the 15-minute. Dude, my throat's like dry. I also don't have my water here today, so I need to get another water bottle. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'll throw the link for you guys that still need to hop in the live chat again. Like, again, I just hope that you can see, like, you guys are understanding the difference between, like, somebody like me out there versus some of these other people that are just, like, they don't get the point, the big picture. They don't understand the market. They haven't been doing this since they were 14 years old. Like, and I'm pretty sure it's obvious. I think it's obvious, the differences, but maybe it's not. I don't know. But there you guys go. Use code August. Get your first month for $1 a day. Lock in the lower rate before prices go up significantly at the end of the month. I'm just going to keep calling out the best trades for you guys. You are 15 cents away, too, on this second TP on MSOS. Those of you guys with shares on MSOS, if this hits in the after hours, sell it. That's how it works. Like, if it hits the alert in the after hours, I think that's a question that a lot of people have had. They're like, oh, what about the after hours? Like, no. Like, if it hits the alert, it hits the alert. Like, you're getting a gift, you know? You can do what you want. Like, it is your decision at the end of the day. But, like, if you see, like, that's why you guys saw me on those, like, D-Nut and AEO. When I called them out to you guys and I was like, I really like these. And then we got our entry at the level. And they just went on moon missions right at, like, after the close. I was like, the market's, I treat it the same as a gap up. Like, if the market's giving me a gift, I'd be stupid to not take it. And then what did we see? And knife, you know? Well, more so on DNUT, not necessarily on AEO. AEO did set up again, but that was the one that I outlined for you guys as being, see, like these are not meant to go like continuously up. And I hope, this is what I hope too. I hope you guys saw during that week period where it was like AEO, DNUT, Coles, everything. The way that we did it here is the proper way to be operating when those types of hype names happen. It is not to wait for them to fire off and then buy them, you know? That's very, very, very dangerous. You do not want to be doing that. Is the market starting to dip here a little? Yeah, here it comes. We'll see. Uber? I can take a look at Uber for you. I see what you're seeing here. I do like this chart. It's not bad. It doesn't have the cleanest range for me to want to be doing anything with this right now, so I'm not going to be touching it, but it doesn't look bad. You're getting there, Francisco. You're definitely getting there. You're definitely getting there. So, Netflix back down. We'll see. Market's coming down. That's all right. That's kind of what we expected at this upper area. And like I said with Netflix, I was like, it's just kind of been going vertical today. You know? Check. Uber. Let me move it back up. Oops. XRP? I can take a look at it for you. Is it getting nuked with Bitcoin? Ooh, that doesn't look good. That does not look good. No bueno on that one. No bueno. Yeah, so these Amazons are only up 114% right now, so I would really like this thing to get back above 230. I'd like that. Who knows though? Who knows? I'm going to sit in that for a little bit. I like it. This still looks good. Yeah, market bleeding a little here. You flirted the top side of the range, which is fine. I figure out what I'm gonna do for lunch, man. Like, I don't want to buy food, so I'm not gonna cook it. Do YouTubers use the money to just invest in themselves? What do you mean? I don't know. It's the same as other jobs, you know? Do you use your work money to invest in yourself? I don't know. I mean, maybe in some way. I don't really take it that seriously. You know, I sit here, I talk about the market. YouTube demonetized me for being too good at trading. Like, it's so stupid. I can't believe they did that. I mean, let's look at community gains right here. Let's take a little victory lap, ladies and gentlemen, shall we? Miguel, shout out to you in the LTMP community, 355% on MSOS. Great work. Alex, 285% on Wolf. There you go. Kev, you are over leveraging as always, but 22% on your account on a day. All right, good for you. Stockbanger took advantage of the Amazon idea there. Absolutely epic work. Those are up 200% for you. That's awesome. Celsius, 161%. What do we got here? Amazon 105%. We got Verizon 100%. We've got, what do they go? Oh, Kimberly. I completely forgot about Kim. 750% on MSOS. Great work. I mean, that's how we do it, folks. Scam! I know. I'm going to scam you guys so hard into making more multi-100% gains. Like, so hard. You guys are going to get so scammed. You guys are going to love getting scammed. Geister! There we go. By the way, since I joined, my portfolio went from $500 to $3,000. So thanks. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. I don't know if you're a male or female, but congratulations. We'd love to see that. Yeah, really good day across the board, folks. Really good. So market's bleeding out here a little bit. We'll see what happens going into the end of the day. Netflix, we'll see. We'll see. I still like it. I think what's interesting about this market here too is that they could not hold it down on really hot PPI. Some of the reasons for that are ones that we outlined in the stream earlier today. Yeah, scam lizard. Yeah, that's great, man. I mean, you guys are crushing it. I mean, it's kind of hard not to do that when you guys see the most epic trades in the market all the time, you know? We're leaking. We're leaking out. Oh, look, did I call the top again in the market for now? I probably did, honestly. That's probably what happened. You guys know how easy this is for me too? It's just like it's really just as like pattern recognition over time. It's just like, look at this. Just look. Think about what candles are telling you about buyers and sellers. That's what this is a lot of what we talk about in the course curriculum videos too. Like thinking about what the overall chart setup in the candle is telling you about the behaviors and thoughts of buyers and sellers. Okay, just look at this chart. What do you have? You have a very, very flat range here as people are waiting for PPI. Okay, so you have buyers. Let's see, market dip in there pretty aggressively. So you have buyers. Then you have buyers making a very aggressive attempt to get above these levels, and that's where the sellers step in. Now, in general here, you could see it chop around a little bit, but odds are when you see these big wicks end up forming above these levels here, it's not going to go well because it's showing you that the buyers have run out of steam and now it's time for the sellers. What the hell did they just do? Pharma tariffs likely will be under Section 232. Navarro, get him off the screen. Export controls by China and Russia could hurt us or hurt U.S. Get Navarro back in his cave, all right? Another great thing about LTMP is the fact that if you miss one of the epic trades, just blink twice and there'll be another equal or exponentially higher percentage gain trade. Yeah, Kimberly, I know. So, like, I just don't like day trading. I don't like it. I don't think it's a smart thing for anybody to be doing and focusing on. I think swing trading is going to make you guys way more money over a longer period of time. Yeah, exactly, Kimberly. So, oh, look, called the top again. Well, I mean, not really. It was like, how far away from the top? Okay, not the top. It's the top area. All right. So, Netflix coming down. Definitely right on those. But, I mean, the Amazon trade today was sick. I love that. Not the biggest fan of this daily candle here. But, again, the market's going to have some volatility going into the end of this week. Which is fine. I mean, that's to be expected. Yeah, so I'm only up 94% on these Amazons right now. The freebies. Day trade setup. Jackie, again, you typically don't want to do those off of a CPI or PPI or NFP candle, you know, because there's too much of a shock in the market. Is there a general time frame in the day that you follow to enter trades? No, it's usually like if it's the last 30 minutes of the day, I'm probably not taking it, you know? I mean, the day trade strategy, you don't do it after 2 p.m. But that's just that. But not really. As long as it's not like 30, 40 minutes before market close and you don't have much time for things to go, you're pretty much fine. You know, just like don't be a dum-dum buying calls at 3:59, you know? Like, because you never know. You're then kind of playing the gap, then playing the overnight, you know? Because there's a lot of time that the market's going to trade where there's no way for you to get in and out of position. So see what happens with this candle. I would say if they want to buy it up here and then send it higher, they could. That's almost enough of a sell-off for me, kind of off of that. It's like, all right, that was pretty aggressive. That was like 20. And again, think about that. Like, this is a lot of points that the market's moving here. Like that's 10, 15-point candles. It's big. So let's see. We got more community gains here, too. Oh! Jose says, just saw that I can share here my first good day of disciplined trading. Oh, my God. There you go, dude. CVS and Amazon you hit. Jose, congratulations, man. That's awesome. We got many, many more coming. Many, many, many more coming for you guys. So again, if you miss that opportunity to get into the group before the prices increase at the end of the month, I also might do it randomly. Like, because this is the thing that I talk about too, where it's like pay attention or pay a premium. You got to be open to learning and be able to just like learn and understand and listen. Some of you guys don't listen. So I might just do it randomly. Then it's, oops, sorry, you missed it. Like, think about just the last, like, 2 months here with the, like, MSOS, DNUT, Kohl's, all the trades I've given out for you guys here. Like, that, I think there was an ARM trade that was really good. There's a lot of good ones. So, I don't know. You either want to make money in the market or you don't. It's as simple as that. Don't wait for me to call it the next 1,000%er before you do this, because you're going to want to learn how to do these. You know? Netflix coming back a little. You got Amazon chilling. Fine with this. Market dipping a little. Decent signs of strength in Amazon so far. Not really. I mean, it's okay. It's not the best. It's not the worst. Amazon looking fine. Not the biggest fan of that wick, but hey. So, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for lunch today. I really don't know. I don't want to eat like a piece of garbage anymore. I had like a breakfast sandwich yesterday, 2 hot dogs, burgers, and then like I got back and I was like, I'm hungry because I was trying to behave myself because I had to sit on a train. I was like, I don't want to have to go to the bathroom on this train, you know? And then I had like leftover like gnocchi and potatoes, mashed potatoes. And I was like, you know, it's probably, that's not good. Netflix, come on. Come on, buddy. That still looks like a good chart. This might need a little bit more time. But, I mean, it looks very constructive here. I like this setup, so I'm fine being in it. I'm okay with that. It's been a fun week. Amazon ripping, that was very fun. You know? And Netflix is still up a lot on the day when the market's down, which is what you want to see in general for continuation. So, we'll see what it wants to do. If it really starts to get killed, though, I mean, obviously I'll cut it. Obviously, I'm not stupid. But again, if it hits, that will be another really, really, really big one for us. MSOS dipped on that a little too. That's okay. Honestly, this is for everyone in the stream that hasn't joined LTMP yet. It is worth it. Jose, thank you, man. I appreciate that. You quickly learn how to scout for setups. You learn the importance of discipline and insights. Join now. Jose, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Had some garlic cake for lunch on a Tesla put. Sorry, STV. You guys are going to learn one day. You guys are going to learn. You're going to learn at some point. Just listen to STV. If you feel that gambling urge to do something that doesn't have to do with the system that we trade, you're going to learn eventually that you should just sit around, you know? I'm glad that you guys are recognizing it now. That's good that you're garlic caking. But again, you got to make sure that you're avoiding those types of mistakes, because those are the mistakes that really chip away at your gains. Because you're going to hit the big ones. I can tell you, all of you guys, you're going to hit the big ones. They're not hard to hit. They're not hard to find. They're not hard to trade. Sometimes there's a little drama with them, but AMD, my baby's doing up. We actually might get a setup, like a clean setup on AMD. Yeah, but we have NVIDIA earnings. That sucks. I hate that NVIDIA does that before every single earnings. It just flatlines and gives me like the best setup of all time. I'll show you guys. It's hilarious. Watch NVIDIA before almost every earnings. Look, ready? Not this one, but where was this? 24. Look, textbook. Textbook NVIDIA setup. This one. Not really, but you were doing it before. Where's this one? Not really. This one, boom, textbook setup on NVIDIA. I just like every single time. NVIDIA just loves a setup before earnings, and it annoys me because I can't trade it. Biggest lesson I finally learned? Patience. Exactly. That's what I want you guys to learn. Be patient. And it's like an exercise to do. It's like be patient, nail an epic trade. Little bit of paper cuts, be patient, nail an epic trade. Because you're going to learn, you're like, oh, I just have to wait a little bit and just be a little patient. Right now, you don't really have to because the trades are firing off left and right. But, like, you know, there's going to be a time period that comes where it's just like, okay, I'm going to sit here and not do much. And I'm fine with that because that's what the market is. It's not fun time all the time. Like, sometimes most of the time it's actually very boring, but so I mean, I'm having a good day today, ladies and gentlemen. Having fun. I'm having fun. I hope you guys are too. It's been a very, very, very eventful day, especially with Amazon. $30 likes away from 100. We're not going to hit the 200 like goal on the stream, which is kind of sad, but, you know, we'll get there. Is there Neo news? I haven't seen any. I also haven't looked. Ooh, is that through the... That's not through the 200 yet. Happy birthday. It's not my birthday, but thank you. I'm having a great day. That GC, I know you are, buddy. No, there's no Neo news, I don't think. I could look, but... Neo will introduce the all-new ES8 on August 21st. JP Morgan raises Neo price target over increased sales estimates. That's good. Romeo, probably, yeah. I mean, I'll still be able to stream. It's not like I go away randomly one day. You guys will know well in advance. But I'm telling you, show them angles, buddy. Can we, why are we objectifying me in the live chat again today? I know I know it's fun to do that, but like, you can't do that, you know? You can't just objectify me in the live chat. That's not allowed. You're not allowed to objectify me in the live chat like that. You know? Show tail? The lizard tail? No. No, sorry. Nope. Not gonna happen. So, only new position today was Netflix. I want to see if that one can get back going. I might sling it, honestly. I kind of want to take more risk, guys. I'm like, you know, let me take some more risk. Does my OnlyFans have stock content too? No. Why would my OnlyFans have stock content, dude? I'm just kidding. I don't have an OnlyFans, guys. We're making jokes. I could be a lizard for Halloween. Nah, I was thinking of doing, I don't know. I kind of want to do a funny one. Somebody mentioned something funny to me. They were like, we should do, I wasn't paying attention. I was like, they were like, oh, Taco Bell would be fun, but like, you dress as Belle the princess and I dress as a taco. And I was like, yeah, sure, that sounds fun. And then I was like, wait, what? I was like, wait, hold on. I dress as the princess? She's like, yeah. I was like, I don't know about that one. I was like, I think I'm gonna pass. Let's not say we did. All right. I was like, I don't know about that one. I think like old Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer would be pretty sick. But I don't really want to paint myself silver because think about it like this, like computers and stuff. If you were to think about like, all right, I'm not gonna go there. Never mind. I'm not going there. Never mind. Is VZ invalidated? Yes. Netflix back up. I like that. Let's see. Where's Amazon? Are we looking here? We're looking okay. You consider it a crayon. Okay, so you know how these... That was where I was going with it. I was like, well, what if when the AI looks back at my pictures from like years ago, they're going to see me dressed as the Silver Surfer, and then that's the 30-year down the road equivalent to that. And I was like, I would avoid that. I don't want the AI being mad at me, you know? Have I considered that? Can't say that I have. can't say that I have, you know? I think that's something that I wouldn't do. I don't think that's something that I would embark upon, you know? But like the accidental Silver Surfer one, you know? The AI might get mad at me for that. Netflix popped right back down. Market getting drilled again? Yeah. Well, goes. Wait, what's that? What's that? That sounds cool. I think I'm gonna be too tired. I got a lot of stuff I gotta do today. Amazon trying to get back above 229. Netflix looking okay. Yeah, guys. I mean, really good day, really good week. MSOS, Amazon, AMD, Netflix could be good. Like, it's been fun. I don't know how you guys aren't in there with us yet. Those of you guys that aren't in yet, but I mean, you're gonna hop in eventually. I can tell you now. It's like it's gonna get to the point with you where you're just like, all right, like it's just not stopping. Like the onslaught of like 500 and 1,000% gains just doesn't end. And I'm like, I've told you, it's not gonna stop. I'm just gonna keep doing it. Tilray, is it going? Is Tilray moving here? No, Tilray, that's a horrible daily candle. Just saying. I don't know what's going on with this right now, but is this news? No. MSOS was the one that I outlined for everybody. You guys saw it on Twitter and then the YouTube videos and stuff. I mean, that thing I gave you guys at 324, it's at 515. Next target's at 550. So it'll get there. It doesn't, but I mean, you guys can see this all the time. There was DNUT, there was AEO, there was, I mean, Amazon today. Like there always is another epic trade coming. Walmart, 1,000%er last week. Great work to you guys that hit that one. Yeah, Amazon made me a nice little chunk of money today. Nice little chunk. Nothing crazy. I didn't go very big on it. I was on the golf course just screwing around. Smoking 340-yard drives. You know? That was my goal yesterday. The problem with hitting the ball as far as I do is if you miss a little bit, it's just, you know, very difficult. Or you accidentally hit a 52-degree wedge 175 yards for no reason. Right over the flag. I thought it was going in the hole. That was annoying. I gotta play more golf. I like it. It was fun. I don't play that much anymore. I used to be really good. I was like a 4.5. Captained the golf team in high school. Senior year, not junior year. We had like kids go to Dartmouth to play golf, and obviously they're gonna win. I think that was when my elbow was broken too. I don't think I really played my junior year. That was fun. All I did was just like be on the golf team, and I just walked around the golf course every day. That was great. That was awesome. I was like, oh, I'm on the golf team, but I'm injured. They're like, you should probably do something else. I'm like, nah. I'm good. I'm gonna go hang out with the boys. That was fun. It was like the hockey kids and then like the other kid. We would just go play golf all the time. I'm going to try to get a YouTube video out for you guys today, too, because we got a lot of important things to cover. You got to take a trip to Hawaii and play the Royal Hawaiian, best course I've ever seen. Jurassic, bring a lot of balls? Yeah. Also, like, the problem with playing, yesterday was a shamble. So, like, scramble or shamble, it's like, I'm going to be the last one to tee off in every time I play. So, if anybody puts it in play, I'm just going to do something stupid. Like, I'm going to try to do something crazy, you know? Like, so I'm going to lose more balls doing that. They're like, oh, we have one in play. I'm going to try to cut the corner with a giant, like, big draw. And it's just like, all right, I'm screwing around. So, Netflix looking pretty good here. Nothing crazy. I mean, I'm probably red on these. Maybe not right now. Maybe flat. Let's see. I'm flat on Netflix. We'll see now. I was up a little bit for a while there. You know, nothing crazy though, team. Very interesting day. For those of you guys that missed the PPI analysis, I'm gonna put it in the YouTube video later today. So make sure you guys have notifications turned on for the YouTube channel. That's going to be very important for you. This video today is going to be really important. Amazon's back above 229. That's interesting. Is the market popping up? No, that's interesting. So we got some Netflix and Amazon, like, decent signs of strength here today. I like that. You're 20 minutes from Dartmouth? Nice. I think I've driven by it once. I think. Yeah, if this market pops back up here, Amazon might get... I want to see it close above 230. That'd be great. And then it, like, Netflix above 1240. That'd be nice. Good starts on the... Unless the bottom drops out of it here, and then the bottom drops out of it. Like, if the market gets continuously scared of PPI, which I still don't think they should be, because it actually shows something... like, it's showing positive things. So, but... All right, guys, it is 11:45. We're going to be wrapping up the stream here for today. I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's public live day, so 9:15. I will see you guys all back here publicly. So, folks, the link's pinned to the top of the live chat. I just put it in the live chat for you guys there, too. If you guys are still not in LTMP, I don't know what you're doing. I mean, you guys saw the Netflix, the MSOS, or not the Netflix, the Amazon, the 1,000%ers on Walmart last week, like all the other 1,000%ers I hand out. Like, it really is the best place to come and learn how to operate in the market, and you don't need a lot of time to do it. That's why it's so great, because you really don't have to watch things very often, especially if you're trading shares. And options you can size for 0 and then let them go. So, folks, have a great rest of your day. Really solid day for us over here. For those of you guys that are hopping into the group, welcome. You're making the right choice. First things first, again, connect your Discord account to your WAP account. You'll get right in. And then when you guys do hop in, I'll send you towards the start here message, which is just going to kind of direct you to where to start with the course videos. And then, again, you guys have any questions about the course curriculum videos, just ask me. That's what I'm here for. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. So, folks, hit that like button on the way out. We did have a lot of slackers on the like button here today, but that's okay. I will see you guys tomorrow, but also in the YouTube video later today, and probably some Instagram and TikTok videos as well.